I was doing my workout the other day. I got an ad about AI, and then I got the idea, and I thought it would be really funny to let AI or ChatGPT plan my day for a day. Today, I am seeing clients. So, in between sessions just now, I went on ChatGPT. I asked ChatGPT to plan my day for the day to go film around New York City. But I asked for an outdoor day. It is supposed to be sunny this week, which we haven't had very sunny days. We had a very rainy May here. Is the first week of June. Today is Monday. And I see clients Mondays and Tuesdays. So my plan is on Wednesday to go with the itinerary, I guess I should say, that ChatGPT planned for me for the day and just go do what it told me to do. To be honest, it's planned it out almost like for a tourist. I could have, and maybe I could do it for a different video, but I could have specified plan my day for a day in New York City for somebody who lives here. I didn't. I just said plan a day for me in New York City. I invited my siblings to come along. They have no idea what I'm filming. If they decide to come along, I am also going to record their reactions with me telling them that I am letting AI plan our day for the day. Thought it would be fun to do this. I hope that it is actually fun and that I don't regret doing this. And I'm filming this today, but I will see you in 2 days for our AI planned day out. I'm so tired. It's a week later than I was supposed to film this video. I actually was feeling pretty sick last week, Wednesday, when I was supposed to go out and film, and I just decided to stay home and rest. So here we are a week later. I'm feeling pretty tired today, but I am about to head out. I am dressed and ready to go, and I'm about to head out. I'm already late because ChatGPT told me to be at my first location at 9:30, and it is 9:30 right now, and I'm still home. So I'm gonna head out as quickly as I can now. ChatGPT did give me a pretty full day, and I'm just honestly too tired for it. And also, I was hoping to film this video and to do these activities with like other people, but everybody that I invited didn't want to come, unfortunately. So I'm going to be going by myself, which is not how I wanted this video. I was actually really excited for this because I've been feeling pretty lonely this year. So I was like, oh, this is great. I can invite other people to come with me to do this. And then it just didn't work out. You can't really force people to do stuff that they don't want to do. So I'm gonna head out and hope for the best. I'm also taking the train, which I hate. I'll film myself on the train. And if you see my face pretty miserable, is because it's probably my least favorite place to be. Let's go and see how much of this day I can get done, even though it's jam-packed and there's no way I'm staying out all the way until 7 or 8 p.m. how the Itinerary says.
Transfer is available to the 1A, B, and 你别动，你别动，啥也没有这个。
It's a few days after the ChatGPT day, here with my full review. So, overall, I think I would give it a pretty good rating on planning the day for me. And I would let it do it again. In fact, I'm already thinking of doing a different video with the same idea, but maybe giving it other instructions or maybe even just planning it out with somebody else, with like a friend. I would have had more fun if I had done it with other people. However, I do think it was the perfect itinerary to do by myself. I do think that it was really well planned for a day alone. I do recommend, if you have never been to New York or if you've never been to any of these locations, then it was too much for one day for sure. I think that if you have never been to Central Park or the Upper East Side or the neighborhoods around Central Park, I do think that's a one day activity where you can see the entire park. I did go to several of the locations in Central Park that ChatGPT told me to. So, like the literary walk and the fountain and the pond by the sailboats, by the rowboats. So, I did go to some of them, but I do think there's a lot more to see. I got to walk by the carousel, which again, these are all things I've already done. So, for me, it was just a walk through. It wasn't really spending too much time there. Didn't spend too much time in Central Park at all. But if you've never been to Central Park and you've never done any of these experiences, then I would recommend just doing Central Park and the neighborhoods around it in one day, without the rest of it. Like it's not something I would have planned to do in addition to like the rest of the day that the itinerary gave me, because it does take, like for example, the rowboats. If you've never been on the rowboats and you want to get on the rowboats, then that it's going to take about an hour where you're just on the rowboat. If you've never been on the carousel, that's something that's a really nice experience to have. If you've never like walked through Central Park, it's really nice to just stroll, take your time, bring a picnic blanket, sit down, enjoy the sights, enjoy the quiet and all the beautiful little different parts of the park, because the park is big. There's a lot of different parts in it. And then once you're done with Central Park, you can always walk around the neighborhoods. The Met is right by there. I do think there's other museums that are by there. So if you're into museums and things like that, it would be, that's a full day thing. I feel that just that area. So I wouldn't have put them all together. I do think the High Line and the Little Island and the Hudson River Park they're pretty close to each other. So I do feel like though the second part of the day, well, the midday to afternoon part of the day was fine altogether, because they're fairly close to each other. And that the High Line walks you straight into the edge, and oh, I can't remember the name of that other building. If you're a tourist and you haven't gone to any of these touristy sites or iconic sites in New York, then you would be hitting a lot of different ones at once. For the High Line is one of my favorite places in the city, if not my favorite place in the city. So I'm actually already planning on going back. I've never walked the entire High Line in one day. It is very long. For those who don't know, the High Line is actually, it used to be a rail track for trains that was converted into a park. So it's a beautiful park area above the city. So it's on an above ground trail track, and their tracks are, you can still see them. The plants are growing around them. It's beautiful. There's a lot of seating. Sometimes they do events. I know they were setting up for an event the day that I went. So they had some areas closed off. It is actually really beautiful. And as you're walking through it, you're seeing sights of the city as well, different parts. You see the Hudson River Park is right by it as well in certain parts. There's also Chelsea Market, and so you can actually go up and down just like you would on a train on the subway. So they have stairs and elevators that you can go up and down in different sections. So if you're walking by and you're like above Chelsea Market, you can go down, explore Chelsea Market, go back up, and then keep walking. And I think that's what I'm going to be doing one of these days, because I've never done it straight through from beginning to end. But I did get to do a big chunk of it, and I finally got to see the dinosaur, which is what they're calling it, but it's just a giant pigeon statue uncovered or set up late last year, which was, I think it was fall 2024 for sure, because the last time I had gone to the High Line, it wasn't there. And then it was announced, and then I just finally got to see it, which that was the highlight of my day, was seeing that, uh, because when that was announced, it was a whole thing here in New York. The second and third part of the itinerary was actually, I think, very well planned. They were close together. The little island is very small, so I think that's totally fine to do in combination with the High Line and in combination with the Hudson River Park area. Chelsea piers are right there, the piers. So there's a lot of activities and things that you can do there if you want. If you don't want to spend that money, then there's also a lot, like there's a lot to see that you can see just for free, just walking by. Like if you're just not actually going to go inside of, like, for example, the edge, if you're not going to go inside the edge and go all the way up, then you could just see all of that as you walk by on the High Line. I also got a little glimpse of the Empire State Building walking on the High Line. So if you pay close attention, you should be able to even see that, the Empire State Building. Overall review, I think it was a really good plan out. I I had a good time even though I was alone. So I was like figuring that you might see it in my face that I was going through it, because emotionally, mentally, I was going like processing a lot of things. But it was also really hot that day. So I had my water, I had to take breaks, just had to do what we had to do in the heat that day. It was really, really hot. Another thing is that it was a lot of walking, a lot of walking. And I'll pan in my steps, a little screenshot of my steps here. So if you're not used to a lot of walking, then definitely split it up. Do not do it all at once. Don't walk all of the High Line. Don't go from the High Line to the Hudson River Park to then the little island. Do it in different days and split it back up. And if you are, again, a tourist in the city, you're definitely going to be pausing more for eating breaks and snacks and things like that. I went from home and I brought my own lunch, so I didn't have a pause or a break where I sat down in a restaurant. Actually, you can get food in any of the parks. So you can get it in the High Line or Little Island or at Central Park from carts as well. It is New York. So if you're doing that, then you would be doing what I did, which is I just had my sandwich. I sat down in one of the benches. There's a lot of seating around everywhere. So you could take a break at any point in time and eat and have a snack or have water or whatever it is that you need, for sure. But if you're going to be sitting at a sitting down restaurant, then you're definitely going to want to split it up, because that takes time. So overall, I think ChatGPT did a great job planning the day. I do think that it was a lot of walking. I'm also adjusting to barefoot shoes because I really want to start using barefoot shoes more for my feet health. And I have a trip coming up in August that I want to bring my barefoot shoes to. So I'm testing out adjusting my body to walking in them. So the next day I was a little sore, but I wasn't in pain because I'm used to walking. It was just a little sore from the adjustment of the barefoot shoe. The way that you walk in barefoot shoes as opposed to regular shoes is different. So I felt soreness as if I had done leg day at the gym. But that was just really in the morning, and then I was fine. So if you're used to walking, this is a good itinerary for you. If not, I would recommend splitting it up. I did not make it to the end of the day, so the evening, which was Washington Square Park and I think Village. I didn't make it all the way there. I was just too tired. It was too hot, and it was I did not do it. So I just went home earlier than the itinerary told me to. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching me let ChatGPT plan my day for a day. I'm definitely going to do it again. pretty soon. Let me know in the comments if you ever would let AI plan your day for you. And let me know if there's anything else you would want to see here in the city, in New York City. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you're new here and you haven't already. And I hope I see you again soon in future videos.